Y'all hear about this? In a recent interview, Gabrielle Union, she just told all her business. She says that she fears that if a movie gets canceled, she won't be able to pay her bills because she said me and Dwayne split everything. 50-50. Ooh, 50-50? What? Dwayne. Why? Okay, how much does Dwayne make? Now, this is just the internet, but the internet says he has a net worth of $175 million. And his monthly salary is $1.2 million. His yearly salary is $14 million. And you going 50-50? How much does she make? Well, she doesn't make that much. She makes a lot. I'll take her paycheck. She makes $4 million per year. And she's going 50-50, and he makes $1.2 million a month. This is worse than a prenup. Gabrielle, didn't you have some negotiations when you stepped out the first time? This is worse than a prenup. Girl, someone needs to sit down with Gabrielle. Or tell her, just, girl, stand up. Walk out. It ain't worth it. And my thing is like, okay, maybe you want to be 50-50, but like, maybe you just should keep that to yourself. You know, I don't think anybody's jealous of you anymore. You know? What y'all think?
Okay, yo, Gabrielle had an interview and she was like, she's afraid the movie's not going to go through, and if she doesn't go through, she's not going to have to pay bills. How is she going to pay her bills? She's not going to have money. She's scared of losing money because she does 50-50 with her husband, and that got a lot of people thinking, like, how can you be doing 50-50 with your husband when he's making way more than you? Girl, you are losing money. Like, you are losing money. You're supposed to be saving money, you know, doing things for yourself, and also letting spend the money. He has the money. But no, our sister is spending a small money that she's making. Don't get me wrong, a small money she's making is also huge, but not to compare with what her husband is making. What her husband is making she doesn't have to share 50-50 bills with her husband. Yes, you don't have to. It doesn't make sense. Hey guys, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is David, and I'm back with another video. Let me know what you all think down in the comment section. Do you think it makes sense for her to be sharing 50-50 bills with her husband with the kind of net worth he's making? He's making over 4 million in a month, and she's making just 1 million in a month. That doesn't make sense at all. Let me know what you all think down in the comment section. However, a lot of people have so many things to say about this video, which I'm going to play in their stitches for you all too.
Now, how are you living paycheck to paycheck when your husband got money? Sorry, your roommate, you pay half the bills. I'm sorry. What's going on? Like, you can't eat out? When you married to a multimillionaire, it's given. Something gotta change it. This is not gonna work. Like, man, you cannot afford your roommate's lifestyle.
In this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that...
Don't get me wrong. I like Gabrielle Union. But something about her, this tough vibe she gives off, has me confused about her. I honestly feel like she's an op. I feel like Gabrielle Union is an op for the system, because there's no way you have a $40 million net worth. Your man is worth 175, and you're sitting there on Beyonce and sitting there talking about something, you paying bills? Girls, let me talk to you. Your femininity is so valuable and so wanted. A man that wants you will make sure you have no obligations. He wants you to have the easy life. Why would I want the thing I love the most to be stressed and worried? They would take care of all of that because they value you. That's not to say you don't have to have a job and take care of your own self and balance things out. But what she's talking about is just straight old school programming. And I don't...
In this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that...
After checking out my Shira notes from the other night's live, I wanted to say, a side baby and 50-50, I find it utterly preposterous.
How are you living paycheck to paycheck when your husband got money? Sorry, your roommate, you pay half the bills. I'm sorry. If you're going to be a mean girl or a reporter, you got to fact check. You got to watch the interviews full through. You got to do the research for yourself, because they will have you out here looking stupid with these headlines. I bet Gabrielle at home like, who said that? I said that? I don't recall. I don't recall. In my $150 million house, that me and my husband pay for. Like, what? When I said that? And she also like, I got money too. I can't help out. I got money too. He not the only baller in the family. Like, these people, Lord, I can't. I can't with y'all.
It's hard. It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat. Come on, you gotta work. And it's hard. It's hard to let that go. So I'm working on that. Weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50.
And that's all I gotta say on that.
In this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work. Bitch, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat.
Now, this interview with Gabrielle Union is floating around, but specifically that portion where she says that her and Dwayne Wade split everything in their household 50-50. And yes, I had to gasp because, ooh, child, what? And you know we had to get to the comments because here we go. The first person said she should have kept that to herself. Everyone doesn't need to know the ins and outs of your marriage, which I totally agree with. Now, another person stated she probably came up with that 50-50 thing. Her ego seems way too big to let Dwayne Wade carry the load. Marriages aren't 50-50 all the time. Either sometimes the wife will be more and sometimes the males, other times it might be equal. Ebbs and flows with balance in the middle. Somebody by the name of Sarah Sizzle said she makes well over 7 figures, and the gall to say that you may not eat when people work 7 days a week and can barely afford food. This is just too much. Somebody says she's so dominant it's unattractive. I didn't realize you were attracted to her. I didn't realize her attraction had anything to do with this. Now this tweet, Somebody by the name of OK said Gabrielle Union saying she goes 50-50 with Dwayne Wade after him having that outside baby on you is wild. But what's even wilder is you took the dude back after that act he pulled on you. Child.
You guys, Gabrielle Union recently said that her and Dwayne Wade, like it was like in an interview, and she was saying that they split everything 50-50. I'm just like, huh? What do you mean you split everything 50-50? Modern feminism is really not serving us. And this is why I love for us Christian girls that like just don't believe in that to really just like see and peep that feminism, yeah, that joint is not the design of God. It's not the will of God for my life to split 50-50 with a man while I have kids, while I take care of the household, while I do all these things. I mean, what? It's just crazy. I just don't understand it. And I don't understand like this whole thing where people like hate their gender roles. Like I have no problem with my gender roles. Like I have no problem cooking, cleaning, like taking care of my kids, looking after the household. Like there's just no problem. And I'm gonna need you to have no problem with your gender roles. You know what I mean? Which is to provide, protect, like do all of that. And I'll do mine, and we come together, and that's a marriage. Like, I'm not trying to be out here splitting stuff. Ugh, my gosh. I'm bad for you guys. I'm literally gagging. Thank God that I'm a Christian.
Now, how are you living paycheck to paycheck when your husband got money? Sorry, your roommate, you pay half the bills. I'm sorry. What's going on? Like, you can't eat out? When you married to a multimillionaire, it's given. Something gotta change it. It's not gonna work. Like, man, you cannot afford your roommate's lifestyle.
So y'all already know we got to get into it when being a masculina goes wrong. First off, Dwayne Wade made $199 million in his 16-year career in the NBA. If you don't believe me, go Google it for yourself. This does not include endorsements from, I think he was with Nike and Powerade and all those endorsements he had while he was playing. So, Dwayne easily made $250 million while he was playing. So for you to be sitting around talking about you don't know if you'll be able to pay your bills and you're married to a $250 million man is absolutely asinine. But this is what if I really don't like my wife was a person looks like. it's very apparent that D Wade is just tolerating Gabby. She should have picked that up when he had that outside baby, but I digress. Do I believe the average woman will have to contribute to their household in some shape, way, or form? Absolutely. But I will never, ever, 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 ever in 100 million years co-sign 50-50. I just know D-Wade gets strapped down. I mean, he gives bottom energy anyway. And to be quite frank, I don't really think D-Wade want to be with someone that look like her, if y'all catch my drift. But again, this is what happens in these 50-50 relationship dynamics. The woman is always left stressing and holding the bag. So yeah, pick me's down 100.
The thing is, if you're going to share a bill with your husband or with your partner, it should be like probably you guys are making almost the same amount or close, or it's not even making up to you. But now this period, this particular one, that is why people are really coming hard on Gabriel, is because he's making way more than you. Like, he can pay the 50-50 together, making 100, and you save your 50 and put it on something else, then just putting it on something that he can afford. He's saving his money and you are losing. I think that's why people are like, what's up, girl? You have to actually do the rethink and do the maths. And really, I feel like it's going to be actually a decision just to like, oh, I want my marriage to have a 50-50. But then it doesn't make sense because you are losing money. And now you are getting hard on yourself that if you don't make this money for this movie, if you lose this movie, definitely you're not going to have money to put down for the 50-50 you have arranged to be doing. Let me know what you all think down in the comment section. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful. And of course, I'm going to see you all in my next one.